Good morning, students. We have already discussed many terms related with non-profit organizations, and here the next term which I am going to discuss with you is the cost of goods consumed. NPOs consumes various types of goods like stationery, medicines, sports material, etc. And the cost of these goods will be considered as revenue expenditure, and it will be shown on debit side of income and expenditure account. And if there is any closing stock of these goods, it will be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. So how to calculate cost of goods consumed? For example, under the receipt and payment account, payment for stationery is shown rupees 40,000, and opening stationery is 12,000, closing stationery is given 15,000, and the sale of stationery is given 10,000. So first of all, we will take stationery purchased whether on cash basis or on credit basis, and it is given stationery purchased is given 40,000. Then we will add opening stock to it, and we will deduct closing stock. Opening stock is here 12,000 and closing stock is given 15,000. And if the information regarding sale is also given in the question, then it should also be deducted. 10,000 sales is given, it will be deducted here. And when we will deduct closing stock and sales from it, it will come 27,000, which is the cost of stationery consumed. So it is very easy to calculate the cost of stationery consumed. That is opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock is the cost of stationery consumed. In the next illustration, we are given the information that the receipt and payment account for the year ended 31st March 2015 shows payment for the stationery 23,000, and in additional information it is shown the opening stock of stationery is 4,000, closing stock of stationery is 3,000, and opening creditors are 9,000 and closing creditors are 2,500. It means here the payment does not include the payment for credit purchases. So the creditors are given separately here. And how to calculate the cost of stationery consumed in this case? First of all, we will take payments made for the purchases of stationery as per receipt and payment account, and the payment made during the year for the purchases is 23,000. And here we will deduct creditors in the beginning, that is 9,000, and we will add creditors at the end, that is 2,500. Why we have added the creditors at the end and why we have deducted the creditors in the beginning here? Because during the year they make payment of rupees 23,000 in total. It means this 23,000 also includes the payment of previous year credit purchases, that is of rupees 9,000. So previous year 9,000 will be deducted from this year's payment of rupees 23,000. So it means that 23,000 minus 9,000, that is equal to 14,000 has been paid for the current year, and the payment not yet made, that is the creditors at the end, is also given 2,500. It is still a pending payment, so it should be included in the 14,000. When we will add this amount 2,500 into 14,000, it means it is equal to 16,500. It will be the total payment or the total purchases during the current year. So that is why here the opening creditors are deducted and closing creditors are added. So afterwards, in 16,500 we will add opening stock and we will deduct closing stock out of it, and the answer comes 17,500, and 17,500 is the cost of stationery consumed, which will be shown on debit side of income and expenditure account. So this is the accounting treatment of cost of goods consumed. And after this, the last account or the last statement, not account, it is a statement, the last statement which is prepared under the non-profit organization is balance sheet. So what is balance sheet? As you know that it has two sides, assets and liability sides. Assets are shown on the right hand side and liabilities on the left hand side. And its format: balance sheet as on liability side we will write capital fund. Here the term capital fund is used here for the capital. So opening balance of capital fund, we will add surplus. If there is deficit, we will deduct from the capital fund. And next term will be legacies. Next, entrance fees, life membership fees, closing balance will be shown here. And special funds treatment we have already discussed. In case of special funds, we will add donations and we will add incomes from the special funds, and we will deduct the expenses paid out of special funds. Then the net balance will be shown on liability side. And the last items are creditors, bank overdraft, outstanding expenses, and incomes received in advance. These items will be shown on liability side, then come on the asset side. On asset side, first of all, cash in hand, cash at bank, then outstanding incomes will be shown, such as outstanding subscription is shown on asset side. Then prepaid expenses, stock of consumable goods, we have already discussed its adjustment, that if there is any previous balance, we will previous means opening stock of consumable items, we will add purchases and we will deduct the value consumed during the period. Then the last item is fixed assets. Opening balance will be written, then we will add purchases of fixed assets and we will deduct sale of fixed assets. Then the closing balance will be written on the asset side. So this is a balance sheet's format. Note down it and understand it. Thank you.